a smooth animated arcade style game using Kotlin Multiplatform and Compose Multiplatform using with a single UI code base. In this video, we are building a catch the ball game fully reactive, animated, gesture control, and in this game development, I'm not using any game engine, no external library, just pure compose. Okay. So before diving into the code, understanding the architecture. So we are using Kotlin platform for shared logic between the iOS application and the Android application, which is this one. Okay, you can see here, and this one for iOS one. Okay. So second one is we are using Kotlin Multiplatform for UI rendering. Third one is custom for canvas for custom drawing. Fourth one is eco routine based game loop. Last but not least, state driven rendering. Okay, so let's open the test ball game UI. So first one is idle when the user is open the game but did not start the click on the start button. Okay. Second one is like playing, and last but not least game over. Okay. Okay. So let's expand this screen. Okay. So these are the custom. You can see like persons. Okay, because you can see here I have declared as a bar. Okay, instead of bar. Okay, bar radius, pedal width, and pedal height. Okay, remember these are important because we need to calculate the canvas height based on the screen width and screen height. Okay, so ball state. Okay, so ball state will be like controls the ball, for example ball position, ball velocity, and physics movement. Okay, this will control the pedal state because as we know that like we are moving horizontally instead of vertically. Okay, so that's why we just need to calculate the pedal x, not y. Okay, these variables are responsible for the score, bounce count, and game state. Okay, and remember this. Okay. So before drawing the canvas on the screen, we need to calculate the dynamically with these variables. Okay. Otherwise, both like you know like we have to avoid notches, system bar, and gesture navigation overlap. Okay. So initial positions. So first one is ball X, which will be like middle of the screen. This one will be the top. You can see ball Y. Last but not least, pedal X, which will be the pedal X, not Y. Okay. So initially, like when user click on the start game, then I am calling this function, which is this. Second one is like velocity X, velocity Y, score, bounce count, and state game. Okay, will be the heart of the game. Okay, so because whenever game state changes, then this will be called. Okay, and remember this will 16L is equal to 60 fps. Okay, I'm calculating the pedal by. Okay, this will be the left and right wall. Okay, this will be the top wall, and this will be the pedal collision. Okay, if the pedal hit the if the ball hits the pedal, then I'm calculating this. Okay, score, bounce count, and etc. Okay, when the bounce count is equal to 5, then I'm increasing the speed. You can see here. Okay, you can change the increase the speed or decrease the speed by this. Okay, now if the ball is like out is fall below the like pedal, then the state game becomes game over. Okay, this is a box, and I implemented the gesture detector, okay, in it, okay. You can see here, okay. So in this canvas, we draw the close circle, main body, and sign highlight, okay, like this, okay. So in this game development tutorial, I have not used any kind of image assets or etc. I purely developed the game using canvas, okay. This circle will be the ball glow. This circle will be the main body, okay. This circle will be the shine, okay. This will be the petal glow. This will be the petal body, and this will be the petal shine, okay. And this will be the petal dots, okay. So if the game state dot ideal, okay, is equal to idle, then I'm showing this UI, okay. Column, and inside it text, and space and text, catch the ball, then space, then space, then text, then space, and then button, okay. The start button, okay. You can see here, okay. So if the game state changes to playing, then I'm showing like this UI, okay. Bounce, then count, then text, okay. Then slide to both pedal, okay. And then if the game state changes to game over, then I'm showing this UI, okay. And if the user wants to play again, then I'm showing the button to play the game, okay. Otherwise they can go back to menu, okay. That's it, okay. So let's run the application. First one is for Android. This is the ideal state, you can see here, okay. And let's run the iOS application. One is for the colors, and second one is for the padding, okay. Let's start the game. You can see here, okay. Let's, you can see here. Check it. That's it for this tutorial. If you have any question, then let me know in the comments. See ya. Bye bye.